Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you've seen and want to see more. Coming up, news and updates from the NARL with one club setting out some news as well. Good news for the Rugby League World Cup as all 32 teams sign binding letter, and the council releases funds for 3 Yorkshire clubs. So after a few months of being very quiet or in any announcements to do with the league, the North American Rugby League have made a very major sponsorship deal when it comes to well, let's put it this way, it's a gaming deal for their 2022 season, as they have announced that the North American Rugby League partners with Alpha Esports, and they welcome to the family Alpha Esports. And what they said in the statement is, Alpha Esports Tech Inc. company, or Alpha Tech, is proud to announce that they have signed an exclusive partnership with the North American Rugby League, the NARL. The North American Rugby League is scheduled to be the only professional club competition in North America. Under the exclusive partnership terms and terms of this partnership, Gamers Arena will become the exclusive online game platform for the NARL. The company will use its expertise in the esports space to run a variety of tournaments and contests under the NARL brand. NARL will leverage its audience to promote the company's tournaments and subscription service, Gamers Arena Plus, NARL, and the company will offer unique prizes to the NARL supporters, such as tickets, team gear, and signed memorabilia. The company and NARL will co-market joint events and tournaments across the organisation users and player bases. I would highly doubt that they'll be getting anywhere near the FIFA or the Pro Evo brands in terms of popularity, but to get esports tournaments for Rugby League would be a massive step in bringing income into Rugby League, whether it's via an esports company like Alpha Esports, the Gamers Arena, or the NARL. And I'm sure a lot of the other rugby leagues will be looking to get involved in this sort of partnership. Now, we're looking at all the statements, and this is what esports board had to say. With the rise of rugby popularity in North America, we are elated to assign an exclusive partnership with the only professional rugby league in North America, said interim CEO Matthew Schmidt. Rugby has begun a captivated an audience of young men and women in North America, and we believe the partnership, through co-marketing efforts, will raise awareness and help further increase the presence and user base of Games Arena. From the NARL side, we are delighted to announce this exciting partnership with Alpha Esports in a worldwide first for Rugby League, said NARL CEO Rob Curtis. We firmly believe that this opens NARL and the sport to a new youth audience and gives us a platform to expand the eyeballs on the NARL as we head towards our inaugural game day on May 1st, 2022. So we've got an exact stay update for the Rugby League in North American RL. May the 1st is the first semblance of when the actual tournament is going to begin, which is fantastic to hear. So the season kicks off May the 1st in the NARL, and we are led to believe that there's more information coming today. As this recording is being made today, and I'm in the UK, it probably won't be released until tomorrow for me, so I'll report it in tomorrow's news if any news comes our way. But in the meantime, we've got news of a start date, May the 1st. We've got a sponsorship deal, but we have some downside as well. So the bad news coming out of the NARL is that the New York Freedom, who were one of the inaugural people that were going to join the league, have decided to pull out for 2022. And in a club statement on their website, they said, as of the 11th of the 19th, 2021, New York Freedom RL has ended its partnership with the NARL. We look forward to continue the development of rugby league in the US and will provide more details soon. It's a big blow for the NARL, as the Freedom have been one of the more active clubs ahead of the plans for the new league, or when they were planning to start in 2021. But as they were signing big players and were very vocal and doing everything, in my thoughts, professionally, doing the announcements on social media, then all their interviews on their own website. Simple, but it gets eyes on your website to get more sponsorship. Simple. But there have been a couple of controversies. For instance, Tony Williams, the former Australian international, was a high-profile recruit, though the deal was scrapped completely after social media posting defending Jared Haynes' conviction, defending Jared Haynes against this conviction, and sentenced to prison. It's shed a little bit of light on the thoughts, and now New York Freedom had to do something to stem their bad image that would have shown. One of the people behind the club was Mark Offerdahl, who was going to be co-owner and co-coach of the New York Freedom, due to his experience and also being close to the area which the club is actually based, Rockhampton, in New York. But unfortunately, there's one team less in the NARL. That might change though, as the Carolina Lightning had made overtures to be involved in the NARL for 2022 and held a big event to show people in Kannapolis, North Carolina, what rugby league was, which was seen by local government officials and also was streamed worldwide. You can catch that stream as well on YouTube now, but we'll have to wait and see in that as well. But it could be one team in, one team out for the NARL. So in what's very good news, and deciding to get their ducks in a row just under a year away from the tournament's rescheduling, every team in the men's, women's and wheelchair Rugby League World Cups have signed up to a legally binding participation agreement, tournament chief executive John Dutton has said. Australia and New Zealand pulled out of the tournament going ahead last year due to COVID concerns, and as a result the Rugby League World Cup was pushed back a year to 2022. In a photo op with the 3 trophies outside Manchester Central, John Dutton said, "We have had what I would describe as a positive, conciliatory conversations. They did not want to play this year, but they want to play next year. They appreciate how significant that it is for International Rugby League. We have 32 legally binding signed agreements, and we didn't have that before. The main difference right now is having those levels of executions in place in terms of the agreements. They are as legally binding an agreement as any other contracts we have. I genuinely believe that everyone, not just Australia and New Zealand, are behind this. It's important for me to go to Australia and meet every club and chief executive. I'm targeting 50 meetings while I'm over there, and doing what we couldn't do over the past few months. Them signing the agreements add more confidence. For all of us now, we can spend our time reflecting, stop spending our time reflecting and go back to using the word opportunity. We've got more time to sell tickets and create more of a social impact. It's all positive news, but we all have to wait until that kickoff comes along before we can say, yes, excellent, we've got a World Cup. Because until the ball is kicked, things can suddenly change. But for now, here is a list of the 32 teams involved at each tournament that they're in, nations involved, and which tournaments they're in. So in the men's, we see Jamaica, Australia, Cook Islands, Fiji, Tonga, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Samoa, England, France, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, Greece, whose debut it is in the tournament, as well as Jamaica's, Italy and Lebanon. That's all for the men's side. For the women's, we have England, Australia, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, first timers Canada, France, first timers Brazil, and the Cook Islands. Cook Islands and Brazil will meet each other in what is the first ever North v South international game in Rugby World Cup. That being North and South America. That is something, it's a World Cup of firsts. If you can't get behind that, find all the firsts and everything like that, there's not much more point in promoting it. But then we go to the wheelchair, which is open a bit more as well, as we have Australia, England, Norway, Spain, France, Scotland, Wales, and the USA. I know we've mentioned the PDRL tournament before, so I'll put a link up in that corner to give you all the teams that are involved in that. But I'm looking forward to the Rugby League World Cup, as it's guaranteed 2 games at the University of Bolton Stadium, and all the rest of the games and how to buy ones that you can visit are available on rugby-league.co.uk and also the Rugby League World Cup website. So Castleford Tigers have released a statement declaring how they would spend the full £2 million that they could potentially be given to the club by Wakefield Council. It comes following the decision to the new RL Resilience Fund to offer grants of up to £2 million up to Castleford Tigers, Wakefield Trinity and Featherstone Rovers. It would support all 3 clubs to meet its current and potential future Rugby Football League conditions on stadium facilities, as well as improving community use at the site. Commenting on the proposal for the new Rugby Resilience Fund, the leader of Wakefield Council, Councillor Denise Jeffrey, said, "The district's long and passionate history of rugby league is well documented. My cabinet colleagues and I are extremely proud of this heritage and fully support the important part rugby league plays in this district. I know full well that there are strong allegiances to all 3 clubs, and the desire for all rugby league clubs to thrive at the highest level is something we absolutely want to see. By offering this support to Wakefield Trinity, Castleford Tigers and Featherstone Rovers, we can prolong the heritage of a potential Super League rugby being played in the district. However, it's important that we can help clubs widen their grassroots reach in the community and create more inclusive facilities that will meet the needs of even more people in our district. All 3 clubs are community clubs and do excellent work with children and adults across a wide range of local groups and clubs, helping the rugby league clubs increase this community use across the range of sports can play such an important part in improving the health and well-being of our district. This clearly shows the crucial social value of our rugby league heritage. On finding out these funds, Castleford's statement said, Castleford Tigers has had a fantastic working relationship with Wakefield Council for many years, and the club would like to thank them for their support, in particular Council Denise Jeffrey and all the local councillors for their hard work on this so far. As part of the long-term plans to improve facilities at our home stadium at Weldon Road, Castleford Tigers is hopefully to apply for the full $2 million if passed by Wakefield Council at a cabinet meeting on Monday the 29th of November. As you see in the picture below, and compared to the background picture for this video, Weldon Road is maybe gets more fans than the one above, but it's kind of a stadium from a bygone era, so we need to see some improvements in rugby league so that they can all compete. It's not just Castleford, as there are plans afoot at Wakefield to improve one of the stands there. So, and Featherstone, I must admit, Featherstone do a lot of upgrades of their facilities for the aim to become a Super League stadium. It's not the old post office road that you used to see with metal grates around the side of the pitch. You see that in one section, to be honest. But there's a new facility in the stand where the cameras are looking out. Multiple stands, to be honest, but they're all new. Time will tell whether these three clubs can put the money to good use. I know that I say that a lot on this channel, but its finances going into rugby league, which can only be a good thing for the clubs and also the sport as a whole. And that's it for another video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, and also click that notification bell for any updates or any upcoming videos. Tell me what your thoughts are on the three videos that were put out today, the three stories, as one is a little bit of bad news for the NARL with one of the teams pulling out. Do you think Carolina Lightning are already made replacements for the club? Or is it going to be reduced in the amount of numbers that are playing in the tournament? In the meantime, what do you think that the three rugby league clubs need to spend the council grant of £6 million potentially between the three? Where does it need to go? Where does it need to be spent? Tell me in the comments below. And also, the Rugby League World Cup. Well, everyone's committed. Let's say that with optimism. That's going to go ahead. But I'm going to be a bit pessimistic and a little bit, calmer on the thing. And hopefully, it'll all pan out. But in the meantime, please remember to share this video worldwide, get the word out there like I'm doing for Rugby League, you, me, everyone around. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, stay safe, all the best, and I'll see you in the next video.